I thought I'd take a few minutes to talk about the scholarship account for the my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren. When my wife Lois and I were both alive, we talked about these grandchildren, great-grandchildren. We were getting these great-grandchildren. At that time, we probably have 6 or 8 of them. And we said, well, what are we going to do to award some kind of a grant to them when they graduate from high school? We won't be around to personally congratulate them, but if we left something, they might appreciate something at that time. So as a result, we established a scholarship fund for the great-grandchildren, and we did this in 2014. We established that account, and at that time I sent some letters out to your parents of the great-grandchildren, and I thought I'd really read a little bit of the letter that we sent out because it would tell some more about the great-grandchildren's scholarship fund. This letter says that this is to notify you that we've established an educational trust for the benefit of our great-grandchildren. Lisa Pajanovic and Katie Bell, because they're the oldest of our grandchildren, have been appointed trustees of the educational fund, and they have the responsibility to award funds from the trust according to the qualifications that we've identified. Each great-grandchild may receive an educational award from this trust upon graduation from high school, if they have an idea that they might re-roll in a university or community college or any kind of an advanced training program. The annual funding for the trust is shares of IBM and Disney stock, and we assume that that's going to increase in value as time goes along, but we've started the fund with a $50,000 grant to begin with. Stock dividends and other investments will be added to it as time goes along. It's our hope that the use of this trust will assist and encourage our great-grandchildren to receive education and training for a useful and productive life. I've had a productive life, and I've had a useful, hopefully useful, but certainly a happy life. And I've found that education is one asset that helps to have a happy life. There are other factors, of course, but that's one factor, but there are many other factors. But education is important, and we hope you'll continue it in some manner or form after you graduate from high school. Best wishes to all of you in your future life. Grandpa Tom and Grandma Lois.